talent poor and trained personnel of the institutions. Every institution shall be open to all persons, irrespective of gender, caste, creed, disability, domicile, ethnicity, and social or economic background. I will support this bill. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sri Vijay Kumarji. Dr. Sasmit Patra. Dr. Sasmit Patra.
Sir, Dr. Sasmit Patra from the
Lok
Lok
Sabha.
Sabha chamber, sir. Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir, I thank you for this opportunity to speak on this very important bill this morning. The Indian Institute of Information Technology Amendment Bill 2020, sir, it's a very important bill, and I thank the Honorable Minister for bringing it to the floor for passage. Sir, firstly, because I am a member of the Standing Committee on HRD, I have seen up close how the Ministry of Education has been working so hard, not only on the national education policy, but has been also working very hard to ensure that virtual education from the school to the higher education continues seamlessly. For that, I would like to thank the Honorable Minister and his ministry for all the good work that they're doing in the field of education. So specifically on this bill, sir, I welcome this bill on behalf of my party, Biju Janata Dal, and my leader, Shri Naveen Patnaik ji. So declaring these 5 IIITs as institutes of national importance and providing them degree granting power is welcome, along with the change in terms of the nomenclature from elected to nominated. Sir, I have a specific question to the Honorable Minister, if you would clarify in his reply, that in 2017, 15 IIITs were provided institutions of national importance status and degree granting, because the concerned law that is there on the IIIT Act of 2017 does not provide for it. And again in 2020, sir, we have again come back for 5 IIITs to be accorded national importance status and degree granting. Sir, my specific question is on the degree granting aspect. Cannot we amend the original acts of the IIIT 2014 and the IIIT Public-Private Partnership Act 2017 and incorporate these provisions there so that we do not have to come back repeatedly for granting, degree granting status to these institutions? So if we already make that change in the parent act, we may not have to undertake in regular areas or in regular iterations this kind of changes, sir. Sir, there are certain aspects I would like to use this opportunity to talk about IIIT Bhubaneswar. So I come from Odisha. IIIT Bhubaneswar has been doing well. There are a couple of concerns, sir, I would like to place with the Honorable Minister. In August this year, some of the students of IIIT Bhubaneswar, sir, they boycotted classes relating to some issues relating to fees. So if the Honorable Minister may kindly look into the matter as to what is the issue relating to the fees that is troubling the students at IIIT Bhubaneswar and look into it. So I have a proposal through the Honorable Minister for the IIIT Bhubaneswar. So right now COVID is going on, and COVID being a pandemic, the government both at the center and the state in Odisha have been working on solutions and digital applications. May I request the Honorable Minister to consider establishing a research center in IIIT Bhubaneswar for COVID solutions and application development, along with an incubator which would develop not only applications on the digital mode for ensuring COVID management, but also take it forward into a startup ecosystem. Sir, I would also request the Honorable Minister to consider that just like National Law University Odisha has a domicile status of 33% for the Odisha domicile, the Honorable Minister may consider a domicile status of 33% for Odisha students in the IIIT Bhubaneswar if applicable. I take this opportunity, sir, also to speak briefly about the Central University in Odisha, sir, though I'm digressing from the main act, but the appointment of faculty and non-teaching staff, sir, is moving at a very slow pace. I hope that the Honorable Minister will consider and see how best we can expedite it. Specifically, sir, there are specific activities of national importance that are being accorded to the IIITs. I believe it's a good step forward. Sir, number one, internationalization and globalization of technological cooperation is required. Number two, development of research centers and incubation labs. Number three, nurturing world-class faculty and doctoral research. Fourth, curriculum development and introduction of entrepreneurship development incubators. Fifth, equity support for triple ITs to develop startup ecosystem so that just like Stanford in the US has an ecosystem of startups coming from the technology, they should be able to do that. Finally, sir, on the academic ecosystem to create experiential learning at global standards. And in closing, sir, placements and career development for the students at a global standard. Usually we look at jobs as one of the aspects of placements. Rather, triple ITs at an international level in our country should consider to build world-class entrepreneurs. We talk about Mr. Sundar Pichai as the head of Google. India, through the triple ITs, should develop hundreds of such Sundar Pichais who will take India forward. I thank the Honourable Minister, I thank his work, and I welcome this bill and we support this bill. Thank you.
धन्यवाद डॉक्टर सस्मित पात्रा जी। श्री विश्वंभर प्रसाद निषाद, श्री विश्वंभर प्रसाद निषाद, not present. Shri P. Wilson, Shri P. Wilson, not present. Shri V. Vijay Sai Reddy, please.
Thank you, Deputy Chairman, sir. I, on behalf of my party, stand to support this bill. Sir, I could observe several positive aspects in this bill. And three of the positives I would like to highlight and bring it to your kind notice. Sir, this triple IIT, to attract enough students required to develop a strong research base in the field of information technology of India. So it's one of the positive aspects, sir. And secondly, with youth being the future of India, more institutes of national importance increases the prospects of getting jobs, because IITs and triple ITs are considered to be institutes of par excellence. Since provisional certificates that have been granted earlier in respect of these institutes, which the Honourable Minister now making them as institutes of national importance, they got these provisional certificates and not degrees. These are all the provisional certificates earlier. They got earlier from these institutes, served as an impediment for them in getting jobs at several organizations, and this problem would be solved now. Sir, nationally recognized triple ITs in India could also make it a hub for foreign nationals to come to India and then as their intended stop to study in India, so that more foreign students will come to India for study. Sir, I have few suggestions to be made to the Honourable Minister, Sri Pokhriyalji. Sir, Andhra has got only, in fact, Minister has pointed out in his speech that Andhra Pradesh has got only one triple IIT in PPP model in Chittoor. Sir, I urge the government, Honourable Minister, to build another triple IT in Visakhapatnam being the executive capital, proposed executive capital and most populated city in Andhra Pradesh, would be an ideal location in terms of number of enrollment of students, sir. Sir, another suggestion, apart from just giving giving national importance to these new institutes of the government, I request the Honourable Minister to focus on the existing ones also. Because, for instance, I'll give for instance an example. IIM Visakhapatnam was set up by the Ministry of HRD in 2015, and till now there is no adequate infrastructure for IIM Visakhapatnam and operates from the makeshift campus in Andhra University. Similarly, Central University in Anantapur is also suffering from lack of infrastructure and has problems of infrastructure. Sir, the third suggestion which I would like to bring to the notice of the Honourable Minister, while this particular bill, when it was introduced in Lok Sabha, it was envisaged that the bill would help to meet the needs of technical manpower by increasing the pool of trained personnel coming out of these institutes. That was the objective. That is what it was envisaged. I would like to ask the government on how it plans to hold the skilled manpower in India, because many students who have passed out of the examinations in these institutions are migrating to abroad, other countries, and then serving there in that country. So how to hold this skilled manpower in India, and the plan is to be worked out accordingly, sir. Are there any changes they propose in the job market for more people choosing in India as their place of work instead of other countries? Sir, the last suggestion I would like to make is there needs to be a shift in the perspective in which we see the IITs. There is a perspective, sir. In fact, triple ITs are considered to be reasonably good institutes. However, they are often considered to be subpar to the IIT. And IITs are considered to be superior than triple ITs. So students, majority of the students choose later, that is IITs, due to quality of education it boosts and image it has got. Sir, thus some measures such as standardization of the courses taught in these triple ITs and setting up the standards for faculty of these institutes must be considered to attract the maximum students and to treat for these triple ITs to be treated on par with IITs, sir. Thank you very much, sir. With these suggestions for the government, I support this bill.
थैंक यू विजय साई रेड्डी जी। श्री रामचंद्र प्रसाद सिंह जी।
धन्यवाद उपसभापति महोदय। मैं इस विधेयक का समर्थन करता हूं और माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को और माननीय मंत्री जी को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं कि जो भागलपुर में ट्रिपल आईटी है उसको नेशनल इम्पोर्टेंस देने के लिए इस बिल में उनको भी रखा गया है। हम सब अवगत हैं कि जब स्वर्गीय अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी प्रधानमंत्री थे और डॉक्टर मुरली मनोहर जोशी साहब शिक्षा HRD मिनिस्टर थे, तब ट्रिपल आईटी का कॉन्सेप्ट आया था और उसी समय शुरू में ही 5 जगह पर इसकी स्थापना हुई थी। मैं इसलिए इस बात की चर्चा कर रहा हूं कि उसमें माननीय नीतीश बाबू रेल मंत्री थे और हम लोगों ने भी इच्छा जाहिर की थी कि बिहार में खोला जाए। दुर्भाग्य से बहुत वर्ष लग गए और अब खोला गया है, तो देर आए दुरुस्त आए, तो मैं मंत्री जी को इसलिए मैं बधाई देना चाहता हूँ। साथ ही ये जो हमारा पूरा का पूरा जो ये सिस्टम है टेक्निकल एजुकेशन का, और बिहार ऐसे प्रदेश में आप जानते हैं कि जहाँ बहुत कम संस्थाएं थी। 2005 के पहले वहाँ सिर्फ, आपको जान करके आश्चर्य होगा, सिर्फ 3 इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज हुआ करते थे। नीतीश बाबू के नेतृत्व में जब एनडीए की सरकार आई, आज आप जान करके आपको बहुत हर्ष होगा कि सभी जिलों में एक इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज की स्थापना की गई है। सभी जिलों में एक पॉलिटेक्निक की स्थापना की गई है। जितने हमारे जिले के सब डिविजन्स हैं उस सब में ITI की स्थापना की है। इससे हुआ क्या है कि पहले हमारे बिहार के बहुत सारे बच्चे अच्छी संस्थाएं नहीं होने के कारण बाहर जाते थे, कई बार अपमानित भी होते थे, कई बार उनकी हत्या भी हो जाती थी। अब बिहार में जो हमारी एनडीए की सरकार है नीतीश बाबू के नेतृत्व में, तो इस प्रकार की वहाँ व्यवस्था की गई है। टेक्निकल जो एजुकेशन उनमें इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को जो बढ़ाया गया है, उसमें निश्चित रूप से जो हमारा ट्रिपल आईटी जो भागलपुर का है, इसको नेशनल इंपॉर्टेंस मिलेगा। तो निश्चित रूप से जो हमारा जो पूरा का पूरा जो ये टेक्निकल एजुकेशन का जो सेक्टर है उसको बढ़ावा मिलेगा। मेरा मंत्री जी से 2 ही इसमें अनुरोध होगा कि इसमें सबसे जरूरी है कि जो फैकल्टी हो, और खास करके हमारे भागलपुर के बारे में मैं कहना चाहूँगा, क्योंकि थोड़ा पटना से दूर है, हो सकता है कि अच्छी फैकल्टी वहाँ न मिल पाती होगी। तो मेरा अनुरोध होगा कि चूंकि आपने इंस्टीट्यूशंस को बनाया है, उसको नेशनल इंपॉर्टेंस का दर्जा मिला है, तो इस प्रकार का हमारे पास पुल होना चाहिए कि हम लोग वहाँ पर अच्छी से अच्छी हम लोग जो फैकल्टी उनको दे सकें। और जैसा विजय साई रेड्डी जी कह रहे थे कि स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन भी हो जाना चाहिए कोर्स में। अब बच्चों के बीच ये कहीं भी ये फीलिंग नहीं होना चाहिए, जो इस बात की चर्चा कर रहे थे कि हम IIT में पढ़ रहे हैं या ट्रिपल IIT में पढ़ रहे हैं। आज आप जान रहे हैं कि इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी, पहले इंडस्ट्रियल रिवोल्यूशन आया, अब आप इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी का जमाना आ गया, तो निश्चित रूप से उसमें इस प्रकार की शिक्षा दी जानी चाहिए कि इसका सीधा सीधा तारतम्य जो हमारा इंडस्ट्रीज है, जो हमारे उद्योग हैं, और जो खास करके इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी है, और आगे आने वाले समय में किस प्रकार से जो आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस है, बायोटेक्नोलॉजी है, सबसे इनको एक तरह से इनको सबको डवटेल करना चाहिए, जिससे कि हमारे बच्चे जो यहाँ जाएं, इस इंस्टीट्यूशन में शिक्षा ग्रहण करें और वहाँ से निकलें तो उनको लगे कि नहीं, मैंने जो शिक्षा ग्रहण किया है उससे देश की, समाज की और खुद की भी है सेवा करने का अच्छा मौका मिलेगा। तो मैं चाहूँगा मंत्री जी से कि पूरे के पूरे चीज़ों को एक पर्सपेक्टिव में लेकर करके, बहुत अच्छी बात है कि आज हमारे पास 25 ऐसे नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशंस हो जाएंगे और निश्चित रूप से इससे हमारे देश का जो एक परिदृश्य है खास करके टेक्नोलॉजी के सेक्टर में और अच्छा होगा। इन्हीं शुभकामनाओं के साथ, इन्हीं विचार के साथ मैं इस बिल का समर्थन करते हुए अपनी बात समाप्त करता हूं।
धन्यवाद रामचंद्र बाबू। प्रोफेसर मनोज कुमार झा, प्रोफेसर मनोज कुमार झा नॉट प्रेजेंट, उपस्थित नहीं। श्री नारायण दास गुप्ता जी, श्री नारायण दास गुप्ता जी नॉट प्रेजेंट। श्री कनक मेदला रविंद्र कुमार जी, राज्यसभा गैलरी नंबर 4 प्लीज।
Gallery. Sir, thank you, sir, for Vice Chairman, sir, for giving this opportunity. I rise to support this bill, but I would like to suggest the few suggestions to the Honorable Minister. Number one is, it is under PPP mode, the infrastructure facilities has to be looked into at the first instance, because it involves a technical